You are listening to All the Bacon and Eggs podcast on the 72 Entertainment Group Podcast Network.
What are you watching out there?
I Love Lucy, one of my favorite shows of all time.
Overrated.
Okay. We're gonna start like this already?
Yeah.
Really?
My voice hurts.
Your voice is starting to sound like mine was at the end of the last episode.
No, that was like this.
No. All right.
Welcome.
All right. Okay. I guess we can just go ahead and start talking over it anyway, over the music, because I don't know why you don't like the intro.
I love the intro.
Yeah,
I wrote it.
This is a new record. Me want to punch you in the face so fast.
You could never catch me. You would have the hardest time.
Okay. All right.
You're actually nice today. It's because
It is
we have a
time.
special guest.
It is time for all the bacon and eggs. I am MMB with my co-host.
It is me. I don't know. I got no name.
Gosh,
My voice hurts.
you gotta work on the branding because you keep changing your name and it's not going to work, man. It started off as JGAG, J Drizzle.
I don't care. I don't care anymore.
You don't care anymore?
No.
You just don't care anymore. All right, Phil
No.
Collins.
Shout out to our 3 listeners. Whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now who's in a bad mood?
Screw you, India.
We love you, India. Please continue to listen.
Also, Indiana too.
So we are here in the Leo Pope Studios
Got it
in
right.
beautiful, gorgeous. You're making me mess up my whole stuff. Just because you're in a bad mood does not mean you get to just mess me up, okay?
Did you leave that in or did you take that out?
What, the last one?
Your mess up.
No, I left it in.
You did?
I told you can't take yourself too seriously. So, but we're here in Leo Pope Studios in beautiful, splendid, obscenely gorgeous.
Splendid. Succulent. Do you say splendid? You don't say
I
splendid.
don't know what I say. Henderson, Nevada.
Right. It's why people tune out by now.
It's like, what are you? This goofy. This is. I mean. Look, this is the most random show, ever. We talk about everything, we do everything, but we've been leaning more towards movies.
Yeah.
So maybe it's more of a random movie podcast.
It's usually movies and Taylor Swift.
I was hoping to avoid Taylor Swift this week.
Can't avoid her.
I was hoping to avoid it.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I don't care. Okay, so we do have a special guest in the studio with us. Good friend of mine. He has helped produce some of the Alex Boddicker music. I don't know if he's excited about that, but he is a part of the 72 Entertainment Group, and he goes by Classic.
Ooh.
Yeah, he has a cool wrestling name. Classic.
Hello.
There he is.
Ooh.
There he is.
He's got a nice voice.
So, do you, Class, I'm going to ask you real quick, because we've had this ongoing thing for a while about Taylor Swift. What do you think about Taylor Swift? Do you think that she is ruining the NFL?
Well, considering I don't really watch the NFL, I mean, what is it? What exactly is she doing? Because she's dating the football player?
Yes. She's dating Travis Kelce, the tight end that was on were they champions last year?
Yeah.
So they were the championship, Super Bowl champion team last year. This year, since they started to date, they've been not so good.
Yeah.
They have been kind of terrible. And they show her, they have to show her at every game when they are, just like, oh, we got to get Taylor Swift here. Taylor Swift's here.
She's the face of the NFL now.
Exactly. She has become the face of the NFL. I don't know what this is. And I was not, at first I didn't care because I was like, I don't care about celebrity relationships, whatever. But now that I see this, it is really starting to annoy me. I don't need to see Taylor Swift enjoying a game. If she wants to enjoy a game, that's great. She's enjoying her boyfriend play football. No, I don't need to see her every 5 minutes celebrating a touchdown. Like, I don't need to see her celebration. It makes no sense to me. But I don't think it's ruining the foot like it is ruining the NFL season or NFL game like you think.
It's already ruined it.
You think so?
It's done. The NFL's over. How do you feel about her music?
I don't listen to it.
Oh, okay.
I know she's popular. A lot of people like her, and I would imagine if she's probably bringing a lot of people to the NFL.
Yeah, he's right.
There's going to be a lot of Taylor Swift fans that are going to become armchair
I don't,
quarterbacks.
Swifties.
I don't
is
know
what
what
they call them.
I don't know why
well
you hate
aware.
her. Why do you hate her so much?
I don't hate her. I never said that I hated her. When did I say that?
I'm a huge fan. I don't know. You're always like negative. Just get her out of here. She's ruining
Because
the
you're
NFL.
going for the cheap pop. That's why. You want to bring up Taylor Swift so we can talk about it and be like, oh yeah, now we're gonna get these Taylor Swift audience the conversion. That's what it's not gonna happen.
Well, we did have a few more views.
We did. We actually are trending.
Really?
We're doing quite well. We have instead of the 3, we have 4. So we're doing good.
That's 25%.
I mean,
That's
it's
huge.
an increase.
Huge.
It's an increase. I dig it. It's a lot of fun, but I mean, I know we have you here, and your voice is bad, and
Yeah, I got a show on Saturday. Supposed to play outdoors now.
It's
Should be
outdoor?
fun. Yeah, they changed it. It was supposed to be in a garage with kids throwing ladders at each other, like a WWE event, but now it's going to be at like a new house in their driveway. So it'll be a good one. Should be interesting.
That's
If you're in Las
okay.
Vegas and you want to get punched in the face, come out on Saturday.
Okay, see, that's not a good way to advertise. Come get punched in the face.
If you're a Taylor Swift fan, you want to hear real music, come out on Saturday.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
All right. So, but anyway,
You can get an autograph from MMB.
maybe you'll get punched in the face.
Oh, that would be great. You'll be the oldest one there for sure. That's why I love having you around, because if the cops do come, I'm just like, he's the oldest.
Yeah, I'm in charge.
Yeah, he's passing out all the beer.
Here he goes. I'm taking the fall now. I get it. That's why you want me there so bad. That's
Not for your videotaping expertise.
no, not for that. Not for the management or nothing. Just you take the fall when it goes down.
Is that why I got invited Saturday?
Are you coming on Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. How old are you? Are you older than MMB or?
Yeah,
Okay,
Sunday.
yeah. Then he's the fall guy. He's the one who's going down. It's going to be classic.
Yes. Classic is going to be on Sunday. 50 years young.
50.
Are you really? Oh, you're looking good, man. Yeah. Do
Can't
you have
tell.
hair? Do you have hair?
Oh yeah, it's all there.
Wow, he's got a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Huh. More hair. He's got more hair than we've ever had.
Than we've ever had. we are both bald, and it. You know what? It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. That's nothing wrong with that.
It's bald and the beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And it's,
bald guys always say that.
we have to. What else are we gonna do?
What else do we have?
You know what I mean?
Well, I have some killer ear hair, that's for sure.
Like, come on, man. I mean, I told you the story about my hair loss.
Yes, you did.
And I told you that I needed to turn this on silent. So
It's always you.
that's always me. The studio name, Leo Pope, my Uncle Leo, he was balding, and I had hair at the time. I had a nice afro, and I was rocking it, and I was like, all right, man, cool. And he was like, you know what? He had like the side, like the George Jefferson. I don't know if anybody remember. You guys might remember George Jefferson, but like the cul-de-sac where they have the bald on top, but they try to save it on the sides.
Yeah.
So he had the cul-de-sac going, or the stadium cut, whatever you want to
That's
call
like
it.
that was like the last show, right? I did. Where,
Yes. And he had like this little tuft of hair up top that kind of looked like Krusty the Clown when he he had the little point, like he was like a starter kit for Krusty. So I used to call him Uncle Krusty. Oh. And he was a great sport. He never got mad, never said anything.
Uncle Leo?
Uncle Leo came in. He would always try to, because I grew larger than him So he would always try to come in with his karate.
By like the second grade.
He would come in the door from work doing some kicks and some punches to my face.
Tell me it was like Napoleon Dynamite. Get a roundhouse to the face with these bad boys.
It was almost. And so I called him Uncle Krusty, and then I'm like, you know what? I realized that was kind of harsh, especially when my hair started to fall out. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know what? That was pretty mean.
You did that to yourself.
It was karma. I did it to myself. I did. I can admit that. It's okay. I'm okay with admitting when I make a mistake.
You'd have a beautiful afro right now if you didn't call him Krusty.
You have no idea. My hair would be down to my butt, just like
Oh my
straight.
gosh.
Just it would look. I'd just be walking around, just flowing, just shaking my hair all the time.
What the heck? I honestly can't even imagine.
Man,
what that
I would do the straight Farrah Fawcett, just bouncy curls. It would look ridiculous.
Oh, man.
DJ Quick and Samuel L. Jackson from Jackie Brown. That's the look that I was going for. I would want to go for. But anyway,
that's ridiculous.
Enough about the baldness. Okay,
We talk about bald a lot.
you know, we talk about getting old. That was the first iteration of like, oh, we're just getting old. Now we're just
getting old, bald, Taylor Swift, and Sears every episode.
And Sears. Oh, we have another Sears alum here. That's exactly
you
where
worked at Sears.
This is where I met.
Really?
This is
which Sears?
Boulevard Mall,
Oh wow!
Henderson, and then Palmdale, California.
Really, the Boulevard Mall? Mm-hmm. Wow, that was. I got hired at Meadows and Sears Grand.
Yeah.
And chose Sears Grand.
Yeah.
It's a good decision.
It was a great decision.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Meadows was crap.
Oh, yeah.
And then we worked together at that Sears Grand, so that's where I met John. We worked together, and then we just been working together for.
How long did you work at Sears?
10 years.
Nice, dude. Between us, we got like 4 or 5 decades.
I know.
Yeah.
We can go back to the new Sears.
We should open up. Yeah, we should open up a new Sears.
We should do it.
Yeah, we have the expertise.
We talked about we talk about it a lot. We just
We'll have shows there and stuff.
that would be awesome.
We should. Yeah.
Well, what will we sell at our Sears though? What will we sell?
Probably
Oh, you'd sell a
Craftsman.
good life at a great price.
Yeah.
A good life at a great price. That's
Probably,
perfect. That's
yeah.
perfect.
Damaged goods.
Yeah, just I mean, we talked about what we would do with the new design, like a big lazy Susan in the store, like just move it around, just slowly moving around. This department here, you see it, and then that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. I mean, I have no other, like, brick and mortar is on the way out. Like, you see all these stores going out of business.
I'm surprised there's still JCPenney that's
It's
still open.
slowly going out.
Incredible.
The one thing that I don't want to go out is Macy's or Dillard's, because I shop there.
You would.
Yeah.
When's the last time you've been into Dillard's?
Ooh, that's a good point, Classic. Let me see. It was probably circa 2022, maybe, when I actually went into one and purchased something from there. What year are we in now? That was 2 years ago.
We're 224 now.
I mean, I'm not the sole person keeping them.
No, my
Definitely not.
point would be this, because I was at Dillard's during Christmas time, and I would say that probably like 80 to 90% of the fixtures in that store need to be replaced.
Yeah.
Like everything's chipped and beat up. Like it's just
Yeah.
they haven't dumped any money back into that. But then again, too, our local mall's dying.
Yeah. All the local malls are completely
I
gone.
think the only one that does well is the fashion show, just because they're right on the strip.
Because it's on the strip, and they have more. They have like Neiman Marcus and stuff like that.
And then you get into places like the Forum Shops or you know, any of the places downtown.
The strip is always going to
Now-
help, but
See, I have another good friend of mine who likes to go down to the Miracle Mile at Planet Hollywood.
Yeah.
And the Miracle Mile is nice, but it's just like a mall. It's like a mall like from the 1990s. You know what I mean? Like it's busy, has the tennis shoes, it has all the knick-knack stores, and it has, you got your Panda Express walking around. I mean, it's interesting to see that. But it's on the strip, so It's not convenient to get to, and it's not fun to park. None of that stuff to deal with, and then you're going to pay more. You're paying more just because you're on the Strip.
Yeah,
because people come from vacation and all that stuff from all over the place, and they're like, we're here. Let's get it.
Have you guys been to the Boulevard Mall lately?
No,
It's my favorite one.
Last time I went there, it's probably been probably like 2 or 3 years.
It's my favorite mall. It's the most random stores. It's awesome.
It's
They have
like
a whole,
going to an indoor swap meet now.
Yeah, they have a whole like Hispanic market taking up one whole area.
Really?
And then they have stores that I've never even seen before.
Like most of the food courts, all mom and pops now.
Yeah,
Really?
It's actually I would say it's my favorite. It's just so weird and random.
we should do a live show there.
Yeah, we should.
Galleria is turning into that
Yeah.
slowly but surely.
We can barely do one in your studio.
Okay, first of all, you need to relax, okay? Calm down.
I will punch you.
We're doing a show. We could do a live show. We could do a live remote from somewhere.
I don't think we can.
We can do it.
Okay, let's do
We
it.
can let our powers combine.
With-
okay, all right, all right. We could do a live remote. Now, would I want to do a live remote and be in front of people with random people? No, I would not,
We should.
because I don't like talking in front of people that I don't know.
It's okay. They don't
Because
know
it makes me uncomfortable, and then I get mad, and then I won't say nothing. So it'll be a whole bunch of just silence, and that's not good for radio.
Actually, it's probably better for our show if you don't talk that much.
Oh, I don't know why you're so jealous.
I bet you the ratings would go up.
I don't know. I don't know why you're so jealous. I mean, you hear this soothing voice, okay, of
What movie were we supposed to watch?
of MMB. No, we're staying on this topic. My voice is beautiful. Okay, all right, never mind. Never mind. I can't.
It's
I
gorgeous.
can't. I can't. I can't
succulent.
do it. I can't do it anymore. So, movie review time. You said you watched more movies.
I watched a lot of movies.
What did you watch?
I watched The Creator.
Ooh, I wanted to see that. Okay. Was it good?
I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not blow you away, but it was cool.
Next,
There was something else.
did you watch Godzilla -1 again?
Yep, I watched it twice.
No, Did you watch it a third time?
No.
Okay.
No, but did you watch it yet?
No.
Missing out on that?
I want to go see it. I'm gonna go see it.
What was the other movie? It was definitely another movie I watched because I was on the plane going to San Antonio.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that?
It was good. It's nice out there.
It was fun.
Yeah. I haven't. I mean, since I got back on Monday, I was gone Thursday to Monday.
Okay.
I pretty much didn't hear English for like 5 days. So it was nice being back and hearing English.
Okay.
My wife's family speaks all Spanish. To
Yeah,
each
I
other,
mean, yeah.
yeah. So I just sit there and I'm like, hey, hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien.
That's the extent of your Spanish.
That's it. But I usually try to do it like really in like a white accent. And I'm like, hola, ¿cómo estás? And they're like just cracking up. I don't know. They probably think I'm dumb, but
Quesadillas? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
but incredible homemade Mexican food for 5 days, man. Oh, she rolls her own tortillas and makes everything, man. It's awesome.
Who? Her
mom.
Her mom?
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, that's
super
cool.
good. Yeah, what was the other movie I watched? Dang, I can't remember. I'm watching The Reacher, which I really like.
Oh, the series?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think I watched, besides the movie we're going to talk about in a second, I tried to watch Room Service.
I don't know what that is.
Okay? Room Service, 1938 Marx Brothers film.
Okay.
It was to a certain point, it was really good, and then it just started. It's just like it overstayed its welcome.
Should I watch it?
No.
Okay.
It does have a young Lucille Ball in it, though.
Even more reason not to watch it.
Okay, I don't know why you like Lucille Ball. I mean, I don't have a fetish for old actresses.
Like the off the air commentary, I like that. off mic.
Like, look, dude. Like, Lucille Ball is a great comedian.
She's fine. I mean, it's whatever.
All right, but then, like I had a rough 3 or 4 days. It was pretty rough, just to be honest. Keeping it real with the audience, with the three of you, because you guys are like family now.
Right.
So, and the 4 listeners. It was pretty rough. But last night was a lot of stuff going on with work and blah blah blah. I don't want to get into all of that.
No one cares about this.
Okay, you sir, need to relax. But no, so I sat down and watched this movie, and this movie we're going to review is called Hold the Dark.
So you were going through like a difficult time, and then you watched this.
And
movie?
then I watched this movie.
Oh man!
So the movie review is, of course, is brought to you by 72NTgroup.com. Go and check the website out and get some Take merchandise.
Not the mugs. Those mugs are so dumb.
Okay, classic. What are your thoughts on mugs as merchandise?
What are you selling?
Oh wait, you need a mic. Oh yeah.
Mugs.
We're selling shirts, fanny
Hoodies.
packs, hoodies, and then all of a sudden he has
Posters.
like a bunch of mugs up there. I'm like, hardcore.
For music?
Yeah, for a hardcore band.
It's a mug.
I mean, I low key at a Guar show, I bought a Guar coffee cup once.
Oh, this guy.
Yes, see? That's what I'm talking about.
You guys are so old.
Okay, maybe it's for the old crowd, but you act like you're 20-something. You may be having...
As the future of this country, we need to do away with mugs.
So, you don't drink coffee.
No.
You don't do any of that. Is that part of the straight edge, or just because you don't like
I
coffee?
don't know. Who knows what's in the rule book anymore?
Whatever.
They just make up their own rules now.
Okay. You just don't like coffee.
Yeah, I should be president though. I'm president. I'm the president of the Straight Edge Club now.
Of the straight edge club?
Yep,
Okay.
I will make the rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's one Philip Brooks that might take umbrage with that, but you know who Philip Brooks is, do you? Guy named CM Punk. You know who that is?
Oh, he's not. It's Ian. It's Scott Ian.
Scott Ian.
Is that his name? Yeah, he's a minor threat.
Oh, okay. All right. But anyway,
Anthrax?
Scott Ian is Anthrax. You're right. His name's Ian something. Man, well, that's why I'm president now.
that's what because you can't remember the rest, you're just gonna take it over.
Our 3 listeners will be like, "What is he talking about?"
Yeah, we
Anyways.
have no idea. You should have. So I just put the show up. The show's live on Wednesday, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, we did a whole thing about fantasy football, and I'm like, these 4 listeners have no idea what fantasy football is, nor maybe one of them, and they're like, okay, whatever. We might have lost some people with that one.
It's fine.
Yeah,
The show's for us.
Pretty much it is. All
Doesn't
right.
make us feel good.
All right, so let me get my notes because again, this movie, I didn't know what to expect.
A copious amount of notes.
Yeah, I do.
It's incredible.
And as I go through my same style, I just write down what I'm thinking at the time, a sentence, questions, whatever, and I just put it. So let me get my notes.
About 10 minutes in, I'm like, I've seen this movie. I know I've seen this movie, but I really did not remember much at all. So it was nice. I was like, I know I've seen this, but I really didn't remember it. So
You've seen it?
Yeah. And I just was like, I know I've seen this. It's this. Yeah. So start your notes.
Okay. So I'm going to start my notes. And
I
I'm
got
gonna
mental
be-
notes.
All right, so Hold the Dark, and I'll just start off. 3 children taken by wolves, but nobody wants to hunt the wolves. Why?
Right. Well,
Why?
It's probably, I was thinking it was more of a sacred Indian kind of thing.
Okay. Mother is a little odd. She is upset with her husband.
A little odd is, yes. I mean,
Okay.
I guess at the beginning, yes.
Yeah,
A little odd, yeah.
Little odd. Okay. The natural order doesn't deserve or doesn't warrant revenge. Like, the natural order was like weird. Like,
Also, maybe a Native American thing. I don't know.
because if wolves take your kid and you're like, oh, I want to get revenge on the wolves, but it's a natural order that doesn't warrant revenge. Okay. Very strange indeed, and this takes place in Alaska, a very rural part of Alaska.
I think that's what sucked me in the first time. As I was like, man, it's such a slow but eerie, dark.
Yeah.
and it really kind of sucked me into like what is happening.
And I'm not gonna lie, the cinematography on it was amazing. I really liked it. I liked it. It looked good. Then we get to it starts just going off kind of the rails a little bit. The mother, I'm just on how I have it. She's bathing with the door open.
Yeah, but you missed Commissioner Gordon showed up. Correct?
Commissioner Gordon?
Yeah, he in the new Batman.
That's Commissioner Gordon?
Uh huh.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that's the wolf hunter.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, Core.
Yes.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she says, "Hey, I'm gonna try to get this guy to come out and hunt this wolf
That's
took
taking her
my
son.
son." Yeah.
Took her son. So yeah, and he wrote this book about hunting wolves, but he
Yes.
doesn't like to kill wolves. That's why it was the natural order.
Something. Yeah. But he shows up, and before you say that she was in the bath, he is sleeping on her couch while she's taking the bath.
So, and I didn't know why he was staying there because I was like, oh, is he going to get like a lodge somewhere and just kind of come back? But no, evidently they're staying in the house. She's taking a bath. She says goodnight to him, and he goes to get on the couch, and then he hears her like talking to herself.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, she's talking to herself and saying weird stuff, and he gets up and he looks. The door is wide open to the bathroom. And in my note, she's bathing with a strange man in her house with the door open.
Yep.
Comes out nude with a mask on
Yep.
and jumps on the couch with him
Lays like spoon.
and spooning with him and then puts his hand around her throat like she wants to be choked with tears in her eyes.
Yep.
Like, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What was that?
What is happening? Yeah.
So
But
then
I'm still sucked in. I'm like, what is happening?
I'm like, okay. So husband is at war.
Mm-hmm. We see like a
we
actually don't see. It's not a flashback.
No.
It's a parallel like universal.
It's what's
him
going
fighting,
on of
yeah.
him. So we go to him, to the husband. He's at war. She did not tell him that his son was dead.
No.
Okay.
It just no. He didn't. She didn't tell the
She
husband.
didn't tell him. Okay. So we see him doing war stuff.
He saves a woman from being raped.
At first he takes out a truck with people in it.
Yeah.
Then he's walking around in the village. A woman is being sexually assaulted. He goes in, stabs him, and he isn't a U.S. soldier who he stabs.
He stabs a U.S. soldier. Yeah.
Gives the knife to the woman so she can finish him off.
Yeah.
And
And so I'm thinking, man, this guy's really he's a really good he's a good guy.
I'm like, this guy is he's yeah.
He's
Then he gets shot in the neck.
yeah. And then he goes home.
And he goes home.
Yep.
But because he survived it. Mm-hmm. So he survived the shot in
And
the neck.
this is where it even gets weirder. Yeah.
Okay, so he got shot in the neck. And at this point I wrote, I think the mother did it on purpose. I wrote this line. That she killed the boy. I think she did it.
You think she did it?
I think the mother did it.
Yeah.
Okay. The hunter is now off on the trail looking for these wolves, and he goes, finds them, has a really good wolf howl too. I thought that was sweet.
Incredible, yeah.
That's sweet. Then he clumsily falls while tracking.
It's a lot of snow.
He fell, and it was ridiculous. Like, you're an expert tracker and you fall like that? Dumb. Anyway, that's what I wrote. Expert tracker falls clumsily.
Okay. Give him a break, man. He's not young.
Okay, and so
he
comes back.
Well, he falls and he doesn't. The wolves are going to attack him, but he gets his rifle and he doesn't shoot the wolves.
He doesn't shoot because like the head wolf sees them and
they don't attack.
No,
and he doesn't attack. So they have like a mutual respect for each other.
But was that deserved at all? Like, did we see anything that?
I think the wolf read his book. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, so he comes back to the little cottage where the mother is. She's not there. He sees things. He goes downstairs. He sees a door unlocked, and he goes downstairs, and he finds the boy's body.
Yeah, body is there, wrapped up.
Wrapped up. He finds it. Mom's gone. Villagers believe the mom is possessed by a wolf demon.
Yeah, they see darkness in her.
They see darkness in her. Okay. Vernon now is home.
Yes.
Vernon is the husband. He's now home, and he is now at the morgue.
He knows. Yeah, he's found out. He has. What was his sidekick? What was his sidekick?
Sharon or something like that.
Yeah.
So soon as he comes coming out the airport, his sidekick or his neighbor, because they lived in the same village. Mm-hmm. His neighbor hands him a knife.
Yeah.
Hands him a knife. They get in the truck, and I'm thinking like, okay, what's going on here? They get in the truck. They go directly to the morgue. The wolf hunter is there because he found the body, and he was,
Vern is not happy.
Vernon is not happy that his son is dead.
No, not at all.
This
is why I was really confused by all this.
This is where it just went completely off the rails for me.
So it's the police officers are there. The morgue technician is there.
The morgue technician is there. The head officer, is it the lieutenant, whatever he was, he takes the Wolfman away. Meanwhile, Vernon, his buddy, the two cops are out there, and they're talking about going like to hunt his wife.
Yeah.
Vernon pulls out a gun, shoots the officers point blank range in the face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is going on?
You learn that he killed the morgue guy too.
You learn that later, but they take the body of his son.
Yeah.
Dig some weird snow. They build a casket right there.
They're very good at making caskets.
Yeah, they build it, then they bury it in the snow. Vernon goes home with the file, loads up, gets his crossbow, gets his guns, all his ammunition. He's doing all this cool Rambo stuff, and I'm just like, what is going on? And
I still, even at the end of the movie, I was like, why did he kill those police officers and the morgue guy?
Okay, Vernon goes to see the witch, well, the quote unquote witch, the neighbor who tells the wolf hunter that the girl is evil.
Right.
Why does he go in there?
I think just to kill her, to be honest with you.
Okay. Why is the hunter doing his own detective work?
That's a great question, and also probably because nobody else is. I mean, only the one police officer is actually doing any detective work. Everybody else is just like, well, everybody else is probably dead at this point.
So, okay. Vernon's friend daughter was taken by wolves too.
Right.
We find that out through the conversation.
And he blames the police.
When all the police, they find the cops dead. They go to this one dude's house.
All of the police in Alaska.
All of the police, then this guy go to this one dude's house.
And they park right in front of his house.
And they park in front of his house, and he's like, I'm not going, forget you guys.
Mm-hmm. Closes the door.
I'm staying. And then, but because the head cop's like, he's being nice. Like, hey man, I'll do my best to keep it fair for you.
Yeah, that was a bad decision.
It was bad, and he walked off, and they just stood there. And this dude goes to the roof,
gets like a 50 cal,
and just unloads on everybody. And it was one of the most ridiculous scenes in the movie. It was good.
It was cool,
but it made no sense.
It went on for a long time,
forever.
It was probably 17 billion rounds that he shot off.
And I forgot the part when the wolf hunter was in the bed in his hotel sick. He sees the wife in the bed, and she says, "Now do you see what's wrong with the sky?" Or
yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
And that was a clue for him to go do something.
And that was a clue for him to go out there.
Yeah.
He gets involved a lot in this.
Always involved.
Yeah, he gets the wolf hunter. He saves a cop. He shoots. He's doing things.
He looks up at the guy and says, "Stop it." And then the guy stops for a split second, and he's able to carry the police officer off.
Like, why?
It was great.
Like, why? What was that? Okay. And then I just kind of watched this whole thing kind of unravel. And I'm just watching this movie, and I'm like, what is going on? The good cop is killed.
Yeah. I was kind of sad about that.
The guy goes, Vernon the husband, he goes on a hunt for his wife.
Yeah.
He goes to the small town, and this is where it gets intriguing, because I didn't even catch this, but Smurf watched the movie, and she gave me her notes.
Okay.
So, but she brought this up. First, when he's getting all his stuff to go on his hunt, there's a tin where it's a little girl and a little boy together.
Oh, yeah.
And
I know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
So then he's going to see this doctor that has the wolf oil that they need, and he said, "You've been here before,
Yeah,
because your father said you were unnatural.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, okay.
And Vern and his wife
Have the same eyes.
have grown up together. They've known each other all their lives.
Yes.
That's what they say.
So what they say.
Yeah.
So we concluded that Vernon and his wife are brother and sister.
Yeah, that's what the internet concluded too. So I looked that up and I was like, is this right?
They were upset. And then we also the other thing was she said maybe the mother killed the boy because the boy was killing these kids, and in order to protect the rest of the village, she killed him.
Man, I don't see that, but I wish that was true because that would make the movie make more sense.
Because that's what I said.
Yeah.
I said the exact same thing. Like I don't think that's it, but her idea was way better than what we got.
We got the wolf hunter tracking them down to a hot springs where Vern finds his wife
And he chokes her.
And then they make love.
And then they make love.
They shoot the wolf guy with an arrow and leave him there, and they go away.
And they grab the body.
Yeah, they find them.
They find the coffin and they drag it, and then they were just walking in the woods, and then the wolf hunter is in the hospital with his daughter, his estranged daughter.
Right.
And that's how the movie ends.
Yeah.
I don't know what the sky is about.
I don't know what the movie's about.
I don't know what it had to do with wolves. I don't know what was going on. This movie was so ridiculous that I mean, it has some good acting in it. Jeffrey Wright, Commissioner Gordon, and I found this out. Elvis Presley's granddaughter is the mother.
That's not really.
Yeah, that's Lisa Marie's child. Her daughter, yeah. So
I would say that I liked the movie because it was so weird. It didn't have an ending where I understood what happened at all.
No.
So I think I would still give it a 6 out of 10 because it was just it's such a different movie, and maybe people are smarter to understand it, but.
I really think it was like one of those, it meant to be like one of those avant-garde films, like, okay, we have a meaning behind this. You have to look closely. And maybe if you look again or watch it again, upon a second go-through, you'll see.
Third go-through?
You will see, yeah, for you, you'll see some things like, oh, it starts to make sense. But it really doesn't. The only thing that makes sense is that, like what Smurf said, they're family, they protect each other like wolves, and then they're protecting he didn't want the cops to go after his wife or his sister or whatever. Yeah. So he killed them.
I guess once you see, either wife or sister, but both, he's being protective.
And because she did say that the boy was sick.
And
that could be, that's usually a common thread within breeding, sick children.
I guess, maybe she's just trying to stop them from becoming them.
Yeah,
with the darkness.
Because he did say that it felt good to kill.
Yeah,
the little boy.
That's right. So
maybe he went on a killing spree.
Okay.
I don't know, but it would have been a better movie.
Okay, 8 out of 10 now that we've discussed it.
I'm going to give it a nice 5.5.
5.5. It's it cozies up right next to my 6.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a nice 5.5 because it was decent. I mean, the cinematography was amazing, and it was like you felt like in that space, and the cold.
Yeah,
and Alaska.
You did feel cold. Yeah,
like, you know what I mean.
I was thinking the whole time, there's no way. There is no way I could live there. Like, that looks miserable.
It just constant snow,
constant cold. Yeah.
Go
oh, he's got something on.
I haven't seen this movie.
Oh, yes.
But while you guys have been
talking
about it, I actually read the plot for it online.
Okay.
And I read what the meaning of the movie's about.
Ooh, okay. Maybe I'll like it more.
Oh, okay.
And
tell us, yeah.
Yeah, so listening to what you got, first off, reading the plot of the movie, it makes absolutely almost no sense.
Okay, same with watching it, yeah.
Yeah, it just seems to just kind of drift into fantastical stuff. So it would lead me to believe that the movie is very dark, atmospheric.
Yes.
And everything is symbolic.
Yeah, I would say that.
Like watching a Lars von Trier movie. Remember that movie Antichrist?
Oh yes. Oh.
Good movie, right?
Oh.
You want to talk about a movie that is completely filled with symbology. I watched that movie so many times, and every time you watch it, you get something new out of it.
Was that the movie where I was laughing at the beginning because
The baby out the window, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
But
It was the way it was shot. Okay.
yeah. But it's so much happens in that movie that it's like you can pull so many meanings out of it.
Right.
And that's where this one kind of seems. And then, according to, I think it was Screen Rant, they were saying that the movie, the importance of family, the passing of generations and relationships are present in many forms throughout the movie. Russell's fractured relationship with his daughter, Donald's wife pregnant with his first child at 43, and of course the many dead children.
Okay.
So, and it says that hold the dark thus goes bigger than the self and survival, looking at our grasp of humanity and the threat of animalistic tendencies. Everything horrific that happens comes from the isolation and removal from society, with that leading the Sloanes especially back towards the wild.
Okay. Yeah. So we're maybe going too much into it with the incest thing. It's just delirium from being in that type of environment.
Because what I gathered from reading the plot line is I didn't pull anything incestuous out of anything I read about this. It was just weird that they had just like gathered their child out of the snow and dragged him off into the woods.
I mean, we did forget to mention though at the beginning he did see the wolves eating the other wolf,
The wolf's
baby wolf. Yeah,
he did. He did. I mean, it's an interesting watch if you want to just kind of watch something weird.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like Classic just brought up that movie Antichrist. That movie was not. I wasn't prepared for that. I really wasn't. It was weird. It was a Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, it was a weird movie, and I don't. It's like one of those things that I don't want to revisit. Like maybe if I do like watch along movies, I might watch it again. Like those movies that really threw me off.
like Requiem for a Dream.
I was just about
Yes.
yes.
That's my go-to, or Clockwork Orange.
Requiem for a Dream
Those
will
two,
be
man.
one of those movies that if I'm watching it and we're doing a watch along, that's great. But I cannot just sit down and be like, I'm going to watch Requiem for a Dream. I have never ever said that. Never wanted to do that. It is awful. And so, I mean, it's so bad. But like, no, I mean, just not the movie. How it's just like the subject matter.
Yeah,
it's really,
so,
really.
You'll be depressed pretty quick.
It's crazy. So, I enjoyed the acting and things like that brought me in, but then the story just kind of took it off. Like once you bring in the Alexander Skarsgård, the guy that played Vernon. Once you bring him in there, he turns into like a Michael Myers Jason character when he puts that mask on.
Yeah.
At one point, but he just takes a knife and pops somebody in the top of the head.
Well,
like, is that possible to do?
The guy was snitching on him though.
He was.
Yeah.
He was snitching, but but he saved his life.
That he did too.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a lot of different pieces in this one movie that just didn't really come together. Like the storytelling and the execution on it was it left a little bit to be desired.
So, would we recommend it now that you know the entire movie? Watch it for yourselves. I don't know.
Watch it for yourself. It's on Netflix. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. So the next movie that we're going to watch and is going to be The Prey.
Prey, yeah.
Prey, that's the Predator. Is it a prequel or just a sequel? I don't know.
Something.
Yeah. So we're going to be watching that.
It's got to be a prequel because it's back in the more Native Americans, but where they come to Earth and it's more Native Americans before I think America was settled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like apocalypto time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Kind
I
of
like
like in that
movie.
other Alien movie.
Huh?
You're talking about Predator, right?
The Prey, yeah.
Right. So remember in Alien versus Predator,
Yeah.
and they were going to the temples in Mexico.
Oh.
Sort of like that, but this one's really good.
I didn't like Alien vs. Predator, though.
No, but I'm saying that's
No.
where they're probably falling into the
Yeah.
storyline.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
this one's cool.
What is better to you guys? The Xenomorph or the Predator?
Xenomorph.
Man, I don't know. But I think they both have pretty good moments here and there.
Xenomorphs are way more or less humanoid. They don't make any noises hardly. They're quiet. They can walk on the walls and ceiling. I mean, they're pretty scary.
Man,
That is
They live in
true.
hives.
That is true.
yeah.
When
They're
you
like
think about
they're
it.
like a parasitic organism.
When you think about that now, like the scariest one for sure is the Xenomorph. And they can become humanoid if they,
Depending on what they
the host is.
depending on the host.
and so they can embody. That's creepy too.
Yeah.
So but I've always been more partial to Predator. Ever since part 2, when
I just
he
like Invisible.
sliced Gary Busey in half.
Gary Busey.
That's one of my favorite things.
Gary
ever.
Busey.
I don't know. I just like though that the Predator. I thought he was cool. They kind of brought it down a notch, but in the later movies.
Yeah.
But it was still pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna watch Prey next. We're gonna see what that's about, and then
You haven't seen it, right?
I haven't seen it. You've seen it.
Yeah.
So this is the stretch where a movie you've seen, and then a movie that I have not seen, and then it's going to be vice versa for the next one.
Yeah, and the other one is Lucille Ball's biography.
Lucille Ball biography.
No, what was the third one? We had a third one.
Let the right one in.
Let the right one in. Okay.
The Swedish movie. So we're gonna check that out. But
And that's one you have seen. Yeah.
that's the one I've seen,
Okay.
and you haven't seen it.
Cool.
So that is one of that's one of the things that I want to get your opinion on, because it's, first of all, it's sweet. And they did do a reboot or a remake, of course, like they always do for English or for America, and it just wasn't the right. It's not the same. Not the same.
Wasn't the right one.
No, it is called just Let the Right One. No, it is called The Right One. I think it's dumb. The acting was, the actors were okay, but it just wasn't the same.
I know what else I watched.
What?
Equalizer 3.
Ooh, I almost watched that.
Oh, okay.
I almost watched that, but I was like, let me finish this movie, and then me and Smurf were having a discussion, and then I just was like, I can't do anything else after this movie.
Okay, I'll wait till you see it.
It was just too much, because I want to see, I wanted to see that because I've seen both.
Yeah.
The first Equalizer and the second one. The second one was that the one where his friend that helped him in part 1,
Man, I saw
part
the
2 they
second-
killed her.
I saw the second one and I can't remember. The first one ends in the Home Depot store,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. I honestly cannot remember the second one.
Yeah. You let
Oh
know.
yeah, sorry.
And then we got the Leopold Studio is not the largest, so when we got multiple people in here trying to move around, it's
Okay, well we can do that another day.
We could do the Equalizer.
Yeah.
we're gonna have to.
We're gonna
have to do the Equalizer. Now this is another thing why Classic is here, and we're gonna talk a little bit about this because we got to preserve JGAG's voice, or a little bit, because he has little baby vocal cords. The little baby vocal
I
cords.
am the baby of the group here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are.
You're like 62.
72. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I was hanging out with Travolta, Grease Lightning.
That is so dumb.
Yeah. I had my cigarettes rolled up in my t-shirt. But no, we're here talking. I want to talk a little bit about, and I know, I'm gonna lose people again, but oh well, because this is something that is near and dear to me, is Star Wars, and I I know you had listed off your favorite Star Wars.
We went through the entire thing, yeah.
We went to Star Wars, but you were trying to compare Rebel Moon to Star Wars and saying that Rebel Moon was a better Star Wars.
It's better Star Wars than the latest
Star Wars movie, which I thought was a complete joke because Rebel Moon was garbage.
Well, so the last Star Wars.
Okay. See, this is where I beg to differ. And
You
look,
can beg all you want, dude.
and
You're wrong.
I'm not. All right, classic. You're a Star. We've bonded among many things, but our fandom of Star Wars.
Yeah.
So, what is
What's the best Star Wars movie?
what is your favorite Star Wars movie?
Probably Return of the Jedi.
That's the worst one.
No, yeah, I know, but I mean, I grew up on Star Wars.
Is that
so-
Ewoks?
Yeah, not for the Ewoks part, but you know, it's the Ewoks. It's the Ewoks.
But you know what? It
You had the Sarlacc pit and Jabba's palace, and you know, there's a lot of stuff happening in that movie.
a lot of
The
things
Sarlacc pit.
culminating.
We talked
in
about the
that.
Sarlacc pit last time.
We did.
The Mandalorian pushes his hands through this.
The mighty Mandalorian. So, I don't think that. Did you see Rebel Moon by Zack Snyder?
No.
You did not see it. Okay, it's not a good movie.
Don't sway him.
JGAG is saying, oh, it's because he wanted to do a Star Wars movie, but they rejected him. So he just like, I'm going to do my own thing. So he came out with this movie.
And it's a Zack Snyder movie, so you don't expect it to be very plot heavy. Great great actors were fine, but not a lot of great dialogue. It just looks pretty. They have some cool fight scenes, and that's it. That's all I wanted from this movie. That's all I want from a Star Wars movie.
No,
and I can't get that.
No, you want cool visuals. You want
It was cool
lightsabers.
visuals. He had cool visuals.
You want lightsabers.
The lady had lightsaber swords.
They were, see, you don't want no.
and
You don't.
she fought a giant spider person.
You don't want fake lightsabers. Okay,
I don't care what I
fake
get.
sabers.
As long as it's better than Star Wars.
You want Jedi mind tricks. You want some cool stuff. Okay, look. All right. Out of the three movies that just came out, the most recent ones, you have The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker.
better than those.
Okay. Out of those three, and then rank them in an order.
I'd say I honestly think they rank in order they came out.
I would say the first one, the third one, and then the second. That second one was absolutely horrendous.
Is the second one the one with the casino one?
Yeah, Kendabite.
Okay, yeah, that one was really bad.
What about you didn't like the Hodor maneuver? Where she just light speeded into that ship and blew it up?
I like how Chewbacca gets left outside like an animal and he has to just go hunt for food.
You know, I did like poor Chewbacca.
I forgot about that. That's a good point. and then he gets guilt tripped.
He just want to eat, right?
I just want to eat some food, and they're like, "Come on, man."
That's Chewie.
Man, come on.
I did like the light speed into the ship. In the moment, I was like, that was cool. And
It
I
was really
like-
cool.
And then I was like, wait a second.
Yeah,
Why don't they just always do this?
yeah,
Why
yeah.
don't they do
Oh,
this
with
to the Death Star?
Yeah.
Because we didn't know about the space whales back then.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a good point. Great point.
Okay.
You know what? The second one's getting a lot better now.
Okay. So, I mean, if we're taking, so you like the Han Solo movie?
I like Solo.
Do you like the
didn't
Han
like
Solo?
Solo?
I did
Yeah,
not.
Solo was probably one of the worst attempts at Star Wars anything.
That's what some people say, and then they have to watch it a third time. Have you guys watched it for a third time?
I haven't even watched it a second time. It was so
Telling you.
bad.
I watched it
Okay.
for a second time and a third time, and I was like, it's getting better.
I'm on
each
two.
time.
If I have time, I will watch it the third time. Just because
You hate
I
yourself.
I am a masochist. Yes. So, but I will check it out because it's supposed to be one of the beginnings of one of the greatest characters.
It is not in my top 5 of Solo or of Star Wars movies. Not even close. But I thought it was fine.
What's your top 5?
It's a 6 out of 10 movie.
Top 5.
Rogue One's my favorite. I love Rogue One.
Rogue One has a lot of good stuff.
I really love it.
Except the Forrest Whitaker parts. And I like Forrest Whitaker.
Same director as The Creator, which was kind of...
Oh,
there's
really?
A lot of great visuals in The Creator.
Okay.
2... Gosh, man. I was a kid. I loved the Ewoks so much. Oh,
Return of the Jedi?
yeah. 2 would be Rebel Moon.
Okay, no, get out of here with the Rebel Moon. No, it's no Rebel
and then
Moon.
Return of the Jedi. And then probably... Where's the one where Yoda trains him? Is that the first one? The very first movie?
Empire Strikes
that's
Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
Okay. I love that one because of the bad lip reading. Have you guys seen that? Where
Yeah.
he wears Yoda as a backpack? Yeah, that's great. That could be a backpack too. It's so good.
What is it? What does he say? What Yoda say? Do or
Try.
Try.
Do or do not. There is no try.
There is no try. There it is. There it is.
And then I liked the third, and I'm terrible with names. The third attempt of George Lucas's series.
Oh, after the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. Phantom Menace I hated. I didn't love Clone Wars. It was okay. And then
You said you couldn't stand Clone Wars because of
right, but I hate Phantom Menace so much.
Phantom Menace was bad.
Phantom Menace for me is like a 1, and Clone Wars would be like a 4.5 or 5.
Phantom Menace was bad because of the introduction of Jar Jar Binks, and I'm not trying to get onto the hate of Jar Jar Binks, but it was so unnecessarily annoying.
I know.
Like the oh man.
But what you're missing. So when
Please
those
don't give me no Darth Jar Jar stuff.
no
a Sith.
when
Yeah.
those 3 movies came out, that was like that's when my son was really little.
Okay.
So he like the 3 Star Wars movies I grew up with the first
Right.
episode 4, 5, and 6, and then he grew up with episode 1, 2, and 3. To this day, he will still tell you how great Jar Jar Binks is as a character. Wow. Because that generation, it's the same generation that loved Matthew Lillard as Shaggy.
Gotcha.
You know what? And we talked about that.
And they all think Will Smith is a great action hero. They all love Will Smith.
Yes. Yeah.
They love the Scooby-Doo movies that came out in the 2000s.
Oh God.
That were so bad. And they love Jar Jar. But that's his generation.
That's true. That is a good point, and we talked about that last time we got into the Star Wars discussion. Was the trying to blend in the generations.
Right.
They're trying to. You got to build a new audience, keep the older audience happy, and now expanding so many different generations. How can you do that for everybody?
I think now the writing just sucks.
I thought they were trying to appeal to Jamaica, to be honest with you. So
What?
that's what I thought. They're pulling in new audiences.
I mean, you got to get in. You have to understand. You have people from the '70s that watch this movie, like classic. And then I came in the '80s when they were already out of the theaters. I watched them on VHS at the time, and I got an appreciation for them. And then I started watching. I watched The Phantom Menace in the theater, and I was disappointed. And then I watched The Clone Wars in the theater, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I watched Revenge of the Sith, and I was like, I like it. It was good.
I hope they can hear the music in the background the whole time.
No, you know what? It's funny. When we were talking about the construction that was going on last week, you couldn't hear any of it.
You couldn't hear it?
You couldn't hear anything.
I haven't listened to that episode.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
I was
Thanks
eating
for the support.
I was too busy eating
Thanks for
Mexican
the
food.
support. Okay? It's your show too, buddy. All right.
I'm 25% of the listeners too.
So, but it was one of those things where when you bring in the character and then they kind of went dormant for a while, and he kept doing those re-releases and special releases and stuff like that, and it just
Adding CGI
just
to things.
adding so much stuff that was unnecessary.
He did that with THX 1138 too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know that?
No.
Oh, yeah, there was a special edition of that where they added a bunch of CGI to that movie.
That's like his first movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes no sense.
It
like,
looks terrible too.
I get it. Like, okay, the movie, but if you don't let your art like just rest, you'll never think it's done. Like I know a artist named Alex Boddicker who would do a music, and the stuff will never be done because he'll continue to mess with it. He's got to let it go.
Yeah, you can't.
He's got to let it go.
You can't get that to sound good. There's no way. Don't even try. Just tell him to give up. Take him and his 6 listeners out.
So, but George Lucas is known for doing these things, and it's really. It really killed it. But now that Disney has it, we thought that, okay, hey, it was going to be good. It was going to be good because they did so good with Marvel. But you have too much. That was really loud. I heard that.
Yeah.
But you get the Force Awakens, which is a rehash of A New Hope. Mm-hmm. You get The Last Jedi, which they have this whole Candlelight section, and now Rose is in love with Finn, and it's just so disjointed. It made no sense. And then you get the whole thing in The Rise of Skywalker, where, first of all, why did they have to bring Palpatine back? He wasn't the big bad. He didn't have to be the big bad. They could have done something so cool with Snoke and left it as it is, and done something really, really. But they just left him. It's like a pickle in a jar. And you see him, and it's like, oh, Palpatine's return. Like, why?
I guess that's
why.
Though to emphasize her, though, right?
But still, she could have still been a Palpatine, and he could still been gone.
I just like when he turns around.
I just anytime the Emperor is cool. I don't care what people say. It is funny, and his mannerisms and the way he speaks. It always gets me.
Yeah.
Except for that very first one when it's a lady with like a prosthetic mask on her face. that was not cool. But I didn't need that, and I didn't need the ambiguous Billy D. Williams, this might be my daughter, or I'm hitting on this young girl line either. Plot line. That was weird to me.
Yeah.
I didn't need that. And the Kylo Ren and Rey, are they like together? Are they just friends? They do a kiss, but so did Luke and Leia, and they're twin siblings. So
it's a lot like the movie we watched.
You know what I mean? Is it something that we needed any of that? I don't know. But it's all kind of a rehash, and it's no new fresh ideas.
Are they doing more Star Wars?
Yeah, they're making
a big movie.
Yeah, and the next movie is going to be based on Rey. Oh, right.
Yeah,
that's a bad start.
You like it?
Directed by a Pakistani director. She's female.
Okay.
She has done mostly documentaries.
Yeah.
She's never done an action film.
So that gives me hope that maybe one of us could be the next director.
And she's been quoted as saying, when she does films, she loves to make men uncomfortable.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's fun.
And she also said, too, it's about time a woman has shaped the story of Star Wars.
Huh.
But they've been doing the last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
The last 3 movies have been about her finding herself.
We need to have men back in control.
I mean, it's been about her. I thought it was going to be about Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren could have been the big bad, but he wasn't.
I didn't like him as a bad guy. I still say that.
I liked Kylo Ren.
I liked Kylo Ren.
I didn't like the act. I didn't like the actor.
No. Adam Driver's amazing.
I think he did. I think he did really good because he was. Yeah.
I never thought he was scary or intimidating.
Not that he was scary and intimidating. It's just that he was just so troubled as a person.
I guess. I don't know.
Like that, you could just see the conflict. You could just tell he was conflicted all the time.
Yes.
He's never happy.
And you're right. You're right.
He's an overactor
because he's trying. He was a good guy. He wanted to be, and then he got seduced by the dark side.
Oh man, he killed Han.
But who seduces him?
Is he seduced by the dark side, or is it these guys that just like same thing with Anakin? It's not that Anakin was so much seduced by the dark side, but the beginning of that was he just thought he was better than being a Jedi. He thought he could be stronger, do better.
But no, Anakin was seduced by the dark side because he had these premonitions of Padme.
Right, but the ongoing theme, Anakin was a slave in the beginning.
Yes.
So he always felt small just as a person.
Yes.
So when he started becoming a Jedi and the midichlorians and all this stuff, and they start training him,
Midichlorians.
how many times did he think he was better than Obi-Wan?
Yeah, that's
always. And Obi-Wan was like, no, patience, things take time. I get it, but this is how you're going to fall off. And he did. And the Emperor, that's when Palpatine used Padme to bring him in. He knew he was strong, so he wanted to bring him in.
As his
That was,
second in command.
the thing about seeing Padme and being seduced by the dark side, that was a complete manipulation.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, but that was always kind of in there because Anakin, his mom was killed. He was a slave. He had,
and he was going against the order anyway. He got married. He wasn't supposed to.
Right, because
yeah.
He thought he could do better. He thought he could do better.
Now let's talk about the non-existent character that's became so popular in Ahsoka.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Sinbad's genie.
I couldn't even finish Ahsoka.
Sinbad. Big ups to Sinbad. Hopefully he's doing better. His health is kind of on the downside. But him in his high-waisted pants got to get back on stage. But you couldn't get past Ahsoka? You couldn't finish it?
I didn't finish it.
I'm not saying you're wrong for it. I mean,
Right.
it was...
I mean, if you want to see Rosario Dawson standing around with their arms crossed for hours on end, but...
Yeah. I mean, Rosario Dawson, she did a good job as Ahsoka, as an older Ahsoka, but it got to the point where they were emphasizing too much of the other characters that weren't really
That were boring.
boring. Yes, yes. And last time we talked about Star Wars, I was like, Dave Filoni is doing good stuff. He's doing good stuff, but the part about that is that you have to have watched his other shows, and then those are the cartoons. And I'm a 40-year-old man. I'm not watching a whole bunch of cartoons.
And on that point, because like when I was talking about my son's generation, see, he was super into the Clone Wars animated series.
Okay.
Like, and I didn't watch those. They were really boring to me. They were, they're for kids.
They're very boring.
And they're for children. So when he watches Ahsoka, everything makes complete and utter sense to him because he gets it. And he liked Ahsoka because he knows the Clone Wars backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Animated and in the movies and everything. That's the stuff that...
And that was that thing that they brought to it. And I tried to go back and watch the Clone Wars.
It's too much. It's too many now.
It's too many. I couldn't get through it because they were boring. A lot of it was just like, oh, we're going to do these little side missions. And I'm like, oh, I don't care about this. And you want to see the characters in live action. I think a lot of the, like, in your son's generation is going to be like, oh, man, that's cool. We get to see Cad Bane or whatever.
Yeah, and that was like when Cad Bane showed up in that, was it The Mandalorian?
Yeah, Mandalorian.
Okay, like I didn't even know who that guy was.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, he's so cool.
Yeah.
I thought he was cool just for knowing him for that time. And I also thought, man, they shouldn't have just killed him off so quick.
He didn't die.
You don't think so?
No.
He didn't die?
I don't think
Is
so.
He's still alive?
Yeah.
Have they shown him still alive?
I don't know.
Well, I thought maybe in Ahsoka he came back or something.
But what was this? This was in The Mandalorian? No, this is Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
That's what it was.
Boba Fett.
Oh, Boba Fett pretty much turned into The Mandalorian, so.
True.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Boba Fett was one of the worst things.
Oh, my God. So Mandalorian's not even that good.
Mandalorian's good.
No.
The
The
first two
second-
seasons.
the
The first two
second-
seasons.
How many seasons are there?
Three. The third season when they brought Jack Black and Lizzo in, that was
with
a little
Doc
bit.
Brown?
Oh, you know what?
Yes, with Doc Brown, all in the same episode. You could space them out.
Yeah.
And put them all in the same episode.
I don't even know. I think I stopped watching that season.
Yeah, you didn't need to.
You didn't
watch.
miss anything.
You didn't miss
Okay.
anything, really. Seriously.
Because that first one was kind of cool. And then I think I started trailing off in the second one.
Because it became like more of a Bo-Katan is the Mandalorian.
Yeah, or
Right.
where Boba Fett became the Mandalorian and Mandalorian became the Bo-Katan show.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, and you want to, you're trying to get all these universes together and blend them in, again, like the Marvel universe did. But you see what happened to Marvel. Marvel fell off a cliff.
Oh, it's so bad now.
Marvel fell. There's no Marvel movie that I want to see that's like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see that.
The only thing I can't wait to see is how he plays Kingpin.
Who's playing Kingpin?
The guy.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, and Daredevil.
Him?
Vincent D'Onofrio, he plays Kingpin.
Did you watch Daredevil?
You didn't see Daredevil?
Yeah, I've seen Daredevil.
No,
The new one? No.
The new one, yes, the new TV series.
The one on Netflix. The one that was on Netflix.
That one was good.
Oh
and
my
Vincent
gosh.
D'Onofrio, Gomer Pyle from
Yeah.
it embodies the role.
Might be one of the greatest villains I've ever seen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
second only to Michael Clark Duncan. Rest in peace.
It is. It is. It's you got. I would totally just say go back and watch those seasons of Daredevil.
Daredevil,
man. Unbelievable.
There's a scene in Daredevil with the Punisher that is so good because they bring a lot of stuff in and it's gritty and it's not. And they end up bringing that character from Daredevil into the Marvel Universe, cinematic universe. So he was unfortunately in She-Hulk, but he shows up. He's there.
He was in She-Hulk.
Yeah, he played the lawyer.
Because I didn't watch. Oh yeah, that's right. I
played a lawyer.
watched that TikTok. Yeah, where he walks in. Yeah,
Yeah, he walks in, and it was like everybody's all excited about it. But Daredevil was really good. There's a scene with the Punisher that in the hallway of a jail. Man, one of the best scenes in television.
You really will. You'll like you'll weep at Kingpin. Like it's so good.
Kingpin.
So because they have that new thing
Echo
in Echo, which I'm like, man, I want to watch it because he's in it. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but
that's the only thing that I would want to watch it for because he's.
I do like her character. I liked her character in was it Hawkeye?
I could not finish Hawkeye.
I liked her in that.
I could not.
So,
I couldn't finish Hawkeye. I could not finish. I didn't even watch the Miss Marvel. I didn't watch any of that.
Yeah.
I got Miss Marvel.
Yeah, it was the. That's what it was. It was.
Yeah,
it was Miss Marvel, right?
Miss Marvel, yeah.
With the I think she Pakistani.
Yeah,
and she has like the stretchy arms. Yeah,
And they just put out the Marvels just came out.
yeah.
Yes.
She was in it. Yeah.
Big Bomb.
Captain.
Oh, yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Captain
and
Marvel,
Miss Marvel,
and then Maria Rambeau.
Yeah.
I don't know what her character name is.
Forget.
But anyway, it was awful. I didn't see that movie.
No.
The last Marvel movie that I saw was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And
That's the last one I saw.
And that was a good movie. And I really, really enjoyed that. A second time watching it, though, I don't know if it was as impactful. Maybe it's because where I was at. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyway, I think that Star Wars, Disney, they can bounce back because they're big names. I think they're too big to fail. Like Superman and what DC did. DC kind of threw their stuff in the garbage when they did all of those changes. Zack Snyder cuts and they tried to rush to make a Justice League film.
Yeah.
That was out of nowhere. So those but do we want to see this? Or do we want to see something new and fresh? Like, I love RoboCop. Do I want to see another RoboCop? I don't need to see another RoboCop.
The new RoboCop was so much
Well,
better.
I mean,
too.
you could
Stop it. Stop it.
when it comes to Star Wars, I mean, there's a lot you can do to expand on the Star Wars story.
But they won't.
But that's the key thing, they won't. And the writing's bad too.
It's like, do you want to see another Rey movie?
No.
Yeah.
I want to see I would like to see another Star Wars movie, but we haven't seen one in like decades.
True. It's true.
So, like, because when you look at the stuff Disney's put out, like The Mandalorian, what was great about people like The Mandalorian because of Grogu, right? The little baby Yoda was cute, whatever.
He was cute, yeah.
You know, and it was the Mandalorian had the Boba Fett Mandalorian armor, you know, which cool. The guy who played the Mandalorian, good.
Yeah.
The problem to me is writing. So you get into this episodic show, and every episode kind of has the same concept in it. Mm-hmm. We got to go someplace, we got to find our quest, and then we got to get the item by the end of the episode.
Right, yeah.
And then rinse and repeat next episode.
Yeah. And there's some episodes where like
it's like playing
there was nothing that happened in that entire episode.
It's like playing a video game.
Yes.
It's like getting from that level to level to level.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's about you got to go meet this person. This person says, I don't have what you need, so you got to go do this, or you can help me do this. It's like any video game you've ever played.
Exactly, and I think you hit it right on the head with that, because you want engrossing stories that keep you
Engrossed.
engrossed throughout the whole time, not a quest-filled romp that it's like, okay, you got to get to this. To get to this, you got to do this for me. It's just like that.
What would you like to explore in the Star Wars? Like if they said, "Hey, we want you to direct," what would your?
It was like I was really happy when they were going to do something with Boba Fett. But see, the other thing is, there was a lot of Star Wars stuff that had been written since the original Star Wars up until like the 2000s. A lot of books, and I read a lot of those. So when they started putting these stories out about like Han Solo and Boba Fett, they're none of the stories I read. Mm-hmm. They're completely different and rewritten, or they just kind of lifted parts from it.
Do you like that they let on these TV series? Do you like that they let different directors direct every episode, or would you like to see somebody?
I don't. I guess when it comes to TV shows, it doesn't really make that big of a difference to me. I mean, if the writing's solid and the actual look of the show is solid,
because I feel like it just hasn't been though. Like the writing just hasn't been solid.
No, it hasn't.
Many of these,
and they did stupid things like in Boba Fett. Was it Boba Fett? I get Mandalorian and Boba Fett confused because they're so identical to each other. But when they brought in the mods.
Oh, that was Boba Fett.
Yeah, with the
mods,
the Power Ranger bikes and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The
And then
Vespas.
then they had the slowest car chase scene. That was very reminiscent of what? Didn't that remind you of Back to the Future and the skateboard chase?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Almost identical. Or the other part when it's like all the gangsters get together and meet in a meat locker.
Right.
Right? I'm like, what is this, like New Jersey Sopranos?
Yeah.
Like, this is supposed to be a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, a lot of things are going to mimic human behavior, but come on already.
Yeah. So, would you, because we've played, I don't know if you played JGAG, the Knights of the Old Republic?
No.
Okay, so we played that.
The last video game I played was Twisted Metal 2.
Really?
That was a good show.
Yeah.
Did you watch that show?
Actually, I did. I told him he should watch it.
Oh my god!
If you know, see, I didn't know they were going for just over the top cheese, campy, just really dumb.
That's what made it so good.
And then once you figure that out and it clicks, you're like, I get it. I understand it.
Yeah, I don't want to see any of that.
Oh, but it was so fun to watch.
It was
All right. Okay.
It was so fun. It was
have
such a
to
fun show.
Go in saying this is going to be a Robert Rodriguez like D movie.
Okay.
But but they had good actors in it, and the writing wasn't terrible for what it is. It's twisted metal.
Yeah, it's supposed to be dumb, and it was.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Okay.
And like take like the old '90s video game storylines and convert it into a movie. It's exactly what they did. They didn't try to overcompensate for anything.
No.
Okay. I mean, I'll give it a shot. I might. I mean, there's so much on the docket. The Last of Us is something that I wanted to see. Did you
haven't
guys
seen that
watch
one?
that?
I didn't know.
I watched it.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Was it good?
First season was good.
There's only one season, right?
Yeah, they're making another one, and they're going to follow season 2, the second video game, which is going to make it.
My whole hold up was that I started to play The Last of Us. I am terrible at video games.
Yeah,
I'm terrible at video games.
It's definitely. I think it falls off a little bit towards the end, but I would say it's worth watching. But if you've played the second video game, and I haven't, but I've watched my brothers play it and then go through, it becomes just a big politics fest.
Got it.
And
okay.
so and they said they're going to follow the second season, follow the second game, like, whatever those.
Gotcha.
Hand in hand, and I'm like, I don't want to see that.
So back to what we were talking about, the Star Wars, that video game.
Yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic, 2. That had an interesting story to me. That's something that I would want to see in a movie, like in a live action movie, at least in that time period, maybe. You know what I mean? That's something that I think would be cool. Or what was that book that you let me borrow with Prince Shizor?
Shadows of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empire.
That would be an amazing movie.
That would be an amazing movie.
That was one of the best stories ever.
The only thing is,
It's too late for that now, isn't it?
It's too late.
And they've already because the other thing is they've already tore up the storyline with the other stuff they've made. That wouldn't even fit in there anymore.
True.
And here's my point. So was it Boba Fett when they had IG? They brought in the IG robots.
Or
Was
the
it
Bounty
the
Hunter?
Mandalorian? Yeah.
Bounty Hunter had Mandalorian. It was Mandalorian.
Okay. Remember they had the IG robot? Okay. And then they had to go fight the other IG robots.
Yeah.
That was all a scene lifted out of that book. That was in Shadows of the Empire.
Oh,
Where
really?
where they have to fight IG-88 in this like public square.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that happens in that book. So they lifted that. So like when they brought in IG-88 into the Mandalorian, I'm like, oh, that's cool. But now I know these stories are never going to mesh because the other thing is there was a book out that came out in the 90s called Tales of the Bounty Hunters. And they were all separate stories about the bounty hunters that were like in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
And that's where the dude wrote Boba Fett's backstory. And Boba Fett's backstory goes back to him and Han Solo being children together.
Huh.
Oh.
So you notice like in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, because originally Star Wars they cut out the scene with Jabba, and Boba Fett was cut out of the first movie.
Yeah, he was.
So there was a thing where Boba Fett was in all three movies, and he was the one always coming to collect Han Solo. And in the book, they made it because there was a long-time rivalry between the two, and that's why Boba Fett was always so interested in that bounty. Mm-hmm. And then he gets chucked into the Sarlacc, and then in the book, he gets saved by Dengar. He's one of the bounty hunters up on the bridge.
Yes.
The guy with like the bandage wrapped around his head.
Yeah.
He's the one that saves Boba Fett from the Sarlacc.
Huh.
Oh, okay. That would have been so much better.
It was, and it was a good story. So
Well, it was pretty good though. Parks and Rec. That they copied Parks and Rec exactly.
Parks, they did kind of copy Parks. There was a character. You ever seen Parks and Rec?
No.
before? So there was Patton Oswalt played this character that was a huge Star Wars fan.
He's doing this giant monologue.
and he goes into this whole thing about the return of the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and they pretty much just copied it.
They
like,
did. They said they took what he said and put it into reality, where he punches through the sand, and pulls himself up. I mean, you got to find that clip of him talking and send it to him. It is pretty funny.
We gotta put it up on our social media on our All the Bacon and Eggs.
Oh yeah,
Facebook or Instagram.
we have those.
I mean, we have all of that stuff.
There is such a thing.
There is such a thing of, we got to promote ourselves. Oh, and I forgot. I mean, I don't like to do this, but like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Whatever. Do it.
We need to. Do we have?
It's your life.
Do we have a Venmo or like a PayPal where people can just donate directly to us? We should get one.
We don't.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah, because the equipment in here is looking pretty raggedy.
Okay, let me tell you something, buddy.
We could use some more, more money.
All right. These microphones and the fact that I can't get this thing to work is not the equipment.
Ooh, and Blackberry gift card. Blackberry Diner gift
Blackberry
cards.
Diner
Yeah, we'll take
gift
those.
cards. But okay, real quick, random before we get out of here. I know off the top. Favorite chick flick. Completely off topic. Go. JGAG.
You've Got Mail.
Ooh, that's a good one.
man, that's
Classic.
Man, you caught me off guard. I got to think about that for a second.
Or the new Star Wars.
And I don't want to say chick flick, but whatever term, romantic.
Rom-com?
No, it's not a comedy.
No,
not a comedy.
It can't be like terms of endearment.
Yeah.
Coal miner's daughter.
Schindler's List. And Frank.
No. So I think mine.
Mystic Pizza.
The first Julia Roberts vehicle? No.
Striptease.
No. Oh. that is a Paul Verhoeven classic. Okay, starring one of my favorite characters from Saved by the Bell, Jessica Spano. No, Legends of the Fall.
Okay.
Legends of the Fall. That's
Because Brad Pitt's in it.
no.
Man, I think second place. Yeah, Brad Pitt.
Why you gotta bust out? Because Brad Pitt's in it.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I mean Anthony Hopkins is in it. It's a good story. It is a really good story. It's sad at some points, but it's cool.
My second would be A League of Their Own. Not even joking.
A League of Their Own is a good movie.
Yeah.
That's not a bad movie.
That's a good movie. It's not, but that's not really. Is it?
It's
Is
all
it?
about chicks.
Yeah, it's about a girl's baseball team.
It is. It's literally a chick flick.
Yeah.
But it has Tom Hanks.
With Madonna and
Exactly.
Rosie O'Donnell.
It has Gina Davis.
Yeah, that's
Lori
right.
Petty. Yeah,
It was a good cast.
John Lovitz is even in it.
That's right.
Oh man, you can't go wrong with that.
I mean, it has
John Lovitz.
one of the. I mean, unfortunately, none of the females delivered the line, but No Crying at Baseball is like.
Yeah. Oh, Stillwell. Oh my God. And we had a young president of the United States from Independence Day. He's in
that's
there.
right.
He's in. Is that Bill
Pullman.
Bill
Yeah.
Pullman. Yes.
Is he still alive? Or did
Bill
he die?
Bill Paxton has passed.
Oh, okay.
Bill Pullman's still alive.
Okay, gotcha.
Unfortunately.
Did you think of one?
No, I can't think of a good chick flick about.
Captain Marvel.
You know you liked what was it?
10 Things I Hate About You.
She's all that.
She's all right.
Jawbreakers.
Legally Blonde.
Jawbreaker.
Legally Blonde. No, I mean, what other one? Like, I mean, you can go back to the '80s with like 16 Candles.
Just one of the guys.
Just
Classic.
that is a classic movie, but it's a
That
comedy.
is one. Yeah, but it's a chick flick.
What's the one where is her name Julia Stiles where she learns how to dance at the black school?
Ooh, what is the name of that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't think of the name.
I watched a TikTok where they broke it down and it's
so
funny.
bad.
It's so funny.
Oh, I cannot think of that movie.
It's not like
I
She's
know it,
Got
yeah.
Game or something. It's something like
I can't.
She got game.
No, I want to say just Bust a Move, but it's not that. It's
Bust a
something-
move. It wasn't Step Up to the Streets.
No, no. That movie was so bad. But I liked. Okay, so you have around in the same vein as you got Mail.
Yeah.
Then you had When Harry Met Sally.
okay.
Then you had
Save
When a
Old-
Man.
Save the Last Dance.
Save the Last Dance.
Good one.
Then you had
Was that your choice?
No.
no. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some movies. Okay, When Harry Met Sally. That's kind of a comedy though, right?
It's a romantic comedy.
Okay.
Rom-com.
Some Kind of Wonderful. That's an oldie but goodie.
And that's one of those movies that I've seen like 100 times because like there was this time, it was like around 96, where back when cable would do like you get HBO for the weekend for free, and they did that.
Oh man.
And they would play Some Kind of Wonderful
Oh, man.
all day long. Like every time you turn HBO, that same movie would be on.
I used to love the free previews before we got it. But you'd be like, oh man, I get to see Little Big League for the 5th time.
Oh, that's a great movie though.
Little Big League was awesome.
Oh, that's a great movie.
But okay, you got a list pulled up.
It was a bad list. I mean,
Honestly,
there was movies on here. I don't.
a Notebook. That's one.
I've never watched The Notebook.
I've seen a movie called Southpaw. That was considered one.
Enchanted. I like Enchanted.
No, that's like a Disney movie.
Yeah, but it's a chick flick. Definitely a chick flick. My wife loves this movie so much.
Yeah,
And I've grown to love it too.
Well,
So you can shut up.
okay. Whatever. I'm talking about like the quintessential
50 First Dates.
You're crying and you're like, oh my God, why?
Miss Doubtfire.
No. No.
Pretty Woman.
Okay.
Miss Congeniality.
With Sandra Bullock?
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to say Miss Congeniality 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Okay. Dude, there's just not many.
There's not a lot on there. I mean, Sandra Bullock hasn't done a lot of chick flicks.
She did 28 Days, didn't she?
Probably.
Didn't she do what was that one with Keanu Reeves when they had like the time traveling mailbox?
That's a real movie?
I'm so confused right now.
Yes.
What movie is this?
Right?
Is it Keanu Reeves?
Sounds like a fever dream.
Wait, weren't they in? They were in another movie together. Speed, right?
Yeah.
So they did another. Like I think it's Letters in the box or something, and it's like a time traveling.
They have Dirty Dancing as a chick flick.
That is one.
That is a chick flick.
That is a chick flick.
What about Sleepless in Seattle?
Yes.
Titanic?
Yes, definitely.
Titanic was a good movie.
It was a chick flick though.
It was.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What else, man? That's maybe we should write a
Fried green
chick flick.
tomatoes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We should write a chick flick because these are not great.
They don't have The Notebook on there.
The Blind Side.
That's not a chick flick. That's just a lie.
Also, that's great.
I mean, nothing, right?
I'm
Like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Yeah, something like that.
That's
yeah.
a good one.
Joy Luck Club.
Yes. Yes. Joy Luck Club.
Coyote Ugly. It's on here.
Coyote Ugly.
They have the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants
What was
2
it?
on here as well.
Yes. What is the Greek wedding?
Clueless.
Ooh, you know what? And I just watched part 3 of that.
Was it bad?
It was so bad.
Really?
Yeah. Did you watch the first 2?
I watched one.
Okay, I'll explain it like this. So the first movie is funny, okay? You know, and a lot of humor in that one. Second one, it's all right. Third one, we're going to make this one about, we're going to go to Greece for a family reunion because the guy who played the father passed away, so he couldn't be in the movie. So the synopsis of the movie's dad had passed away.
Yeah.
So they're going to go back to where he came from in Greece.
Okay.
So the whole family's basically going to get together and go to Greece, and we're just going to rehash every joke from the first 2 movies.
Wait, which movie is this?
My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
So they basically just like the same jokes over and over again, and then it got overly political towards the end of the movie.
Really?
Yeah, when they went. So like in the premise of the movie, they go to Greece, right? And they go to this old village, and like this town, like nobody lives in it. It's like almost empty, right? The mayor is. While they don't make a big stink out of it, the mayor is someone who is female, but is like probably non-binary because they're just like you can't tell if they're gay or just wacky or like
a Tig Naruto type person.
Right.
Okay.
It's kind of just like a strange character,
Yeah.
but like not too. It wasn't
Yeah.
like super off-putting, but it just seemed kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then they made like there was this big statement towards the end of the movie about why don't they open up this town to like Syrian refugees?
Oh,
Okay.
They like
yeah,
brought
went
like
into
something
that.
political came
They
in
went
towards
into
the
that.
end. That you're like this has nothing to do with
Yeah.
So that's
with
gonna
anything.
that'll be the new Star Wars.
yeah
Yeah. That's the plot to the new Star Wars.
yeah pretty much.
I mean, ooh. You know what I watched? And I mean, I know I keep saying that, but The Fan with Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes.
Is that good?
Oh no, it's not good. It is terrible. It is one of the things that I was like, I remember watching it when I was younger, and I was like, okay, it's something about this movie that's just like you're constantly agitated. And it's like you're constantly like, it's like your anxiety is going up because they have music playing throughout the whole movie.
Weird.
There's music all throughout it. And the gist of it is there's a baseball player who signs with this guy's favorite team, and he is doing really bad on the team because he doesn't have his number.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah,
He doesn't have the correct number. So this fan, he's on the edge. He lost his job. He's getting a divorce from his wife.
Is Wesley Snipes a fan? Who's the fan?
The fan is Robert De Niro. Wesley Snipes is the ball player. So Robert De Niro starts to kind of stalk Wesley Snipes.
Seems racist, but
And he's
Yeah, but they're all like super old now, right?
but this was like in the 90s. This was in the
Okay.
mid. John Leguizamo was in it.
Robert
that
De
could, that could tell you right there.
Robert De Niro
John
is
Leguizamo.
75 in this in the 90s.
It's got to be better than the Irishman when they de-aged him and they made him run around for 3 hours. It's ridiculous. But this movie,
Scorsese's overrated, man.
he is not overrated.
Yes, he is.
We've
gone through this
flowers,
so many times.
You
don't even know the name of the movie.
I don't. Killing of the Flower Moon. There he is.
That's not even the name of the movie.
That is the movie. That is the name.
It's not.
It is Killers of the Flower Moon.
You didn't say that this now. You said Killing of the Flower Moon or something.
Okay, bite me.
Rewind the
All
tape.
right,
Rewind
so
the tape.
I'm not rewinding the tape in the middle of a show here, and I'm not going to edit it later. But I'm just saying he's not overrated. But that movie was so bad that it had all these stars in it. But the concept was this: the guy is the fandom. He was so obsessed with this guy. And it gets ridiculous. The player that didn't give up his number, he finds him in the sauna. He kills him.
Okay.
Robert De Niro kills him. He saves. He's stalking Wesley Snipes, and his son is drowning. So he runs out and saves his son. He gets invited into Wesley Snipes' house to hang out because Wesley Snipes is grateful that he saved his son. And then Wesley Snipes he's like, hey, so you're doing better now because the dude is dead. You're doing better. So what you got? You want to say thank you, Robert De Niro? You want to say thank you? Like what? Why do you think you're doing better? And Wesley Snipes is like, you know what? I just stopped caring. I just got it out of my head. I just relaxed and I just went out there and played. And this pisses De Niro off. It pisses him off to the point where he loses it even more. He already killed a dude. He's already stalking this dude. And now he's in his house wearing the dude's jersey, going through his bathroom, and now they're out on the beach pitching. He's like, I used to be a pitcher. Let me throw to you. And he's in that, and when Wesley Snipes says that, Robert De Niro starts throwing heat at his head, like this, trying to zing him. And then he kidnaps his son.
I gotta watch this.
He kidnaps his son, takes him. It turns into a big mess.
So is this baseball?
It's a
that
baseball
Wesley
movie.
Snipes plays?
Yes, it's a baseball movie. It's like Tony Scott. Tony Scott, who did Last Boy Scout with does it Damon Wayans and Bill Willis?
Bruce Willis.
Bill Willis. Bruce Willis.
Bill Willis. I think you might have what Bruce Willis has right
Okay,
now.
okay. All right.
Too soon.
Okay, okay.
You gotta wait till he dies.
Okay, yeah, come on, man. He's still around, dude.
Yeah.
Saying yippee-ki-yay somewhere. I know he is.
I want to watch this fan movie now.
Do I recommend it? Yeah, just to
so
see it, just to see it, and just get kind of creeped out. Like you do not get a chance to relax. You're on edge, and that's probably what led to my anxiety throughout the week because I watched that movie. And
Wait, you just watched this recently?
I watched it last week. Yeah, yeah. Like one of those. It's like one of those things. Like when you're doing something, and you're like, let me just have this on in the background, and I've seen it before. It's not going to do anything. But then you don't realize, first of all, that Robert De Niro's a good actor. He sucks you in. It's not. So you're going to want to see De Niro, and Wesley Snipes is not bad in this. Mm-hmm. He's really good. And John Leguizamo is awesome. So what are you going to do? Mm-hmm. You get sucked into it.
You can't do anything.
Ellen Barkin's in it. It's great. It's a great. It's
class.
It's a good creepy movie. And so yeah, watch it. Watch The Fan, and then that's it. But next time we will be going over Prey
and the outdoor show.
The outdoor show. We'll be talking about it.
I don't know what kind of music do you listen to?
Metal.
Metal? Okay,
yeah.
cool. Then you should be familiar with it then. Yeah.
He listens to Rod Neo and Joe Cooley.
Yes.
He listens to Alex Bodiger.
Okay, all right. Yeah, the whole world should. It'll be a better place. Okay, all right.
If you want to be depressed, listen to Alex Bodiger.
Okay, that's really unnecessary. All right. Look, okay. I mean, the Take is a great band. They're gonna do a show.
The new Creed cover is out.
The new Creco, yes. Tell us about that.
I'm totally messed up, and I put release date of January 12th, 2023 instead of 2024.
Because you're a little slow.
So the song released on January 5th when it was available, and all of a sudden I got an email saying, "Hey, your song's released," and I'm like, "Oh, well, shoot."
Yeah. So
Well, hot dog.
Yeah, it's
But it's out now, and Michael killed it with the vocals. I think he did really well.
Yeah, he did. He did a really good job. I really do like Michael's vocals.
Yeah.
I really like Michael's vocals. If you don't know who we're talking about, go listen.
Go
and
to
then you'll hear it.
72entgroup.com/take,
Yes.
and then we're right there.
And right there, you get to see, and you get to get some good, cool merch. Got posters, sweet mugs. We got
Really cool mugs.
we got fanny packs
Fanny packs.
and a puzzle. Even a puzzle still.
Oh, there is a puzzle.
It is. Yeah.
You know what's puzzling is the mugs on there.
Anyway, all right. Now
is the moment you've all been waiting for. The end.
I'd
of the
say
show.
a puzzle's weird too, but I do have a carcass puzzle at home.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, see?
You see, I mean,
He's cool. He gets
he
it.
gets it.
He
I
gets
mean,
it.
he gets it. All right. Okay. He's one of the coolest people that I know.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's nice.
You know, so, but yeah. All right. The dismount is the
Nick Saban just retired.
No, he did.
Yeah.
Who's Nick Saban again?
The
the Alabama coach.
Alabama coach, yeah.
Yeah, nobody cares.
And Pete Carroll got fired.
Well, that was bound to happen.
Okay, because he's old.
No, he wasn't doing anything.
That seems
He
racist.
wasn't doing anything with that team. I mean, I'm just saying, we jumped all over the place.
I can't wait to see what you name this episode.
Duh.
Taylor Swift explores the Star Wars universe while reminiscing about the fan. I don't know. Like,
Oh, no,
I have no idea.
did you see what I named the last one?
Lamed it.
I was hoping you didn't catch that.
I
You
catch
always
everything.
catch
I
that
catch all your
when I
mistakes.
messed up towards the end.
Yep.
All right, real quick. Who's the favorite Saved by the Bell character? Classic, go.
Boy, he's not good at this.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, Mr. Belding.
Mr.
Dang it. That's
Nice.
what I was going to say.
Nice. All right.
Second favorite,
Okay.
the black chick.
Wow. Her name. Okay. Her name.
She has a name.
Her name is Lisa Turtle, and is portrayed by Lark Voorhees. Wow.
Well, she was hot.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Yeah. Not racist.
But
She's hot.
no, yeah. Well, let me see. I'm trying to think of my favorite character. Saved by the Bell.
Screech. Oh.
What? Get out of here.
Slater.
The handsome white guy.
Max from Max. Horrible, stupid. No, I was gonna say Miss Bliss, but she was only there for like an episode. For a season.
Yeah.
A season when they were all kids. But no, that's another show, and we can get into a deep dive and say about the Bell because I love that show so much that when I was in film school, the director of all of the Saved by the Bell shows came. I got his autograph. One of my treasured things that I have, I keep dear to me, is that Don Barnhart autograph. And I don't even like to get autographs.
This is how we're ending the show.
Yeah, that's how we're ending the show.
Wow.
That's how we're ending it.
If
Okay.
anybody made it this far, thank you. There's
Whatever.
no way somebody made it this far.
Right. So we can all watch Marlon get childlike over Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Okay, get all giddy. There's nothing wrong with me getting all giddy. Okay. All right. You guys just don't know how to have fun. Okay, that's what I'm
This is
saying.
a serious show, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys just don't know how to have fun, and this is what I bring to this. This is why I'm essential, along with my rich, smooth
Black
voice.
skin. Oh.
Okay.
I should have said black butt. Dang it.
What is wrong
Dang
with you?
it.
What is wrong with
Can
you?
we do that again?
No, we can't do it. There's no redo.
Rich, smooth, black behind.
Wow. You know what, buddy? That's it. You're on timeout.
Is it over yet?
It's over. You're done. And we're done.